media home. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. You're welcome. You're welcome to our YouTube channel, where we talk about politics, what's going on in Nigeria politics. Please, I want you guys to please subscribe to my channel. Also, please like and comment. And please kindly help us share this video as well, so that it can reach other people, so they can also help us to share, so YouTube can help us to put it out there for people to see. Thank you. The newly elected governor of Osun State, former Senator Ademola Adeleke, who was recently sworn in as the governor of Osun State, has moved on to sack 12,000 workers and dethrone 3 monarchs in Osun State. Well, I think he has his reason for doing that, even though it was said that those sacked workers were employed illegally. Well, I don't know how true is that, but as that was what was said. He said his government will not go on paying salary to people who are doing nothing. What do you guys think about his move? I think many people will come out to bash him or criticize him for this move, because he assumed office less than a week and his first move was to sack 12,000 workers, including 3 monarchs. Well, this is serious in Nigerian politics. Well, who knows what is going on, and then who knows the reason behind the 12 sack workers? I believe I know things are done by law, so I believe things will be fixed. But sacking 12,000 workers, which means another 12,000 workers, people and citizens will be jobless, and then we need to think about our move sometimes. But well, we know maybe as time goes on, we will follow up with the news and then give you guys more updates on what really happened and what went down. Please guys, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Kindly like, comment and share this video so it can reach out to other people. Please don't forget to subscribe as well. Comment below what you think about Governor Ademola move. Well, Arise News journalist has some take on his move, and then I think he also advised him in some aspects. So guys, what do you think about his move? Please subscribe and comment on that below comment section, and then let's have a conversation about this. Thank you.
Tend to face in the next coming days?
Dr. Bassip?
Well, Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State is certainly dancing his way as he assumes responsibilities in the government house of Osun State. And he's dancing around the issues. And this is not funny. It's a very serious matter. Yesterday, I made the point. I asked, DME was on this program, that why is Ademola Adeleke starting his tenure on a quarrelsome note? He waved it off. He said it's not a quarrelsome note. But what you have seen is that within 48 hours of Senator Ademola Jackson Adeleke becoming the governor of Osun State, at his inauguration, he gave express orders. He wanted a review of whatever had been done by the former governor of the state. He wanted this name of the state to be reverted to Osun State instead of the state of Osun that Aregbesola had named it, and that his successor, Oyetola, retained. He also alleged that so much injustice had been done in the state, and that he was going to change all of that. And he wanted the accounts of the state frozen. Within 48 hours, he also appointed 3 principal officers. The secretary to the state government, the chief press secretary was also appointed, and the chief of staff. And within the 48 hours, he has issued a total of 6 executive orders. Those 6 executive orders include the sacking of 12,000 workers, including permanent secretaries that were appointed in the twilight of the administration of Governor Agboyega Oyetola as he then was. And also the chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission, OCEC, and other members of that particular body. He had made it clear before assuming office that the government of Governor Oyetola as he then was creating difficulties to make things difficult for his incoming administration. And the moment he got there, that was the first thing he wanted to deal with, to address what he perceived to be injustices. The response from the Oyetola camp was that Oyetola will be governor till the very last minute. Okay, first, the issue of appointments, 12,000 workers appointed. He said there were no provisions, budgetary provisions for the payment of those workers, and I will not accept it. One of the executive orders that he has now put in place says whatever was done after July 17, the election was on July 16, after July 17 is null and void. That can be contested. Okay, does a governor cease to be governor until the last day? That's the argument of the Oyetola group. So in that regard, he has created controversy. 2, he has sacked the State Independent Electoral Commission. Well, that also looks like pure vendetta, because the State Independent Electoral Commission had been asked by the Oyetola administration to conduct local government elections, which was done in October, but the PDP went to court, and the High Court, sitting in Osogbo, nullified the election, claiming that the electoral process for those local government elections contravened sections 39 and 32 of the Electoral Act 2022, his lordship wrote. And so, the first thing that Adeleke has done is to go after the chairman of that body, beyond the court judgment, and to get rid of all the members of that body. One other activity that Oyetola engaged in was to appoint new kings. And those kings have been listed: the Akinu of Ikinu, the Are of Ire, and the Owa of Igbajo, Famodun III, who was put on the throne on November 24. And the directive in one of those executive orders is that those traditional rulers stand sacked. Now, what has happened now in Osun State is that Adeleke is not just starting his tenure on a dramatic note, he's also starting on a tumultuous note, which may have implications for peace, security, and stability in that particular state. Now, the Owain Council, represented by the Saloro of Iloro, Saloro of Igbajo, the Odofin, and one other chief, they've issued a statement to say that, look, the appointment of Famodun III followed due procedure, and that Adeleke cannot come and turn back the hand of the clock, and that the chieftaincy declaration of Igbajo says you are either Omowa Oke or Omowa Isale, and that rotational principle in all the available ruling houses have been appropriately followed, and that Adeleke should not cause problems in Igbajo. I think you should pay attention to the protests by those principal chiefs from the Igbajo community. Second, the House of Assembly has also said the anthem of Osun State, the decision to call Osun State State of Osun, was properly gazetted, was a decision of the lawmakers, which was assented to by the then Osun State governor in 2012. Okay, what that means is that even if this present governor, this new governor, wants to reverse that, he can only go through the process of legislation, not by unilateral declaration. He has a point if he says the Constitution of Nigeria is superior. The Constitution of Nigeria is the basic law. What the Constitution of Nigeria recognizes is Osun State, right? But you cannot by fiat, by the, it's called fiat, administrative fiat. That's what an executive order is. You cannot by fiat just say that, oh, I've reversed it. So he has to go to that same national House of Assembly to cause the reversal to be effected. So Adeleke, as governor of Osun State, needs to be properly advised about procedure, about how to go about things, and the various landmines that are ahead of him. I called it headwinds yesterday. I was hoping that the Adeyemi will be able to address them, but he could not. What are the basic issues that this new governor in Osun State faces that he needs to address? Number one, the PDP in that state had been out of power since 2010. He's going to have a lot of people looking for appointments, looking for patronage. He has to be careful how he goes about it. He must avoid the temptation to turn his administration into a job for the boys. Number two, he has to address the issue of the local government clearly, not through vendetta, but that's a matter that still has to be addressed and resolved. Local government administration. Three, he has a House of Assembly that has 23 APC members and 3 PDP members. How does he relate with them? To ensure that balance. So that his enemies, apparently he's making new enemies, do not resolve that he must be impeached out of that place. The fourth thing, of course, is he has promised the people of Osun State a lot of things, and they are looking forward to the fulfillment of their own expectations and the promises by the governor. And this will include all the things he has said about security, about governance, about transparency and accountability. And he needs to be reminded that it's not just the people of Osun State that are watching. The outside community is also watching. And there is still the unresolved matter of the case before the Election Petition Tribunal. And Governor Oyetola is saying clearly that, okay, he has stepped aside as a law-abiding citizen, but that he will be back. But all of that remains to be seen. But what is important is for the people of Osun State to enjoy the benefits of their choice, not conflict, not chaos, not trouble.
All right. Like I said yesterday, congratulations to Adeleke once again. He's finally got the chance after the second try. And how he navigates this will mean a lot for the suffering people of Osun State. The state of the living spring with so much potential, but governance has let them down. A state gifted, a state of the virtuous, as they say. One thing is certain that Adeleke will have to do. He will have to watch the movie The Godfather and listen to a certain character called Mario Puzo that says, keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. He will make his mistakes. Probably he has started making some of them. But the most important thing is, how quickly can he fail so he can move on from the failures of now and try to consolidate on the state? Some will argue that all this that he has done in 24 hours, are they needed? Probably, yes. Because you can't expect a man to pay salaries of 12,000 people when there's no provision for it. And it's not that Osun State earns any great amount from the federal purse. You cannot expect a man not to be assertive when these landmines were deliberately put in place by the government he was taking over from. Because let's not forget that the outgoing Oyetola government did not even give him a proper handover, and the processes were not put in place. Yes, some people might advise him that it might not be a wise idea to dabble into the traditional matters of chieftaincy and all of that. But also, the people that say that, I'm sure they are probably oblivious of the fights that have ensued from those decisions as regards, positions in the Kirun and Owa. Because if one side can talk, then there's also another side to talk to balance things out. Even some people will go one step further about what has happened with the use of the state security forces like Amotekun in the last administration vis-a-vis this administration. So there are all those things there. You'll be going up against a national assembly, a state assembly that might not totally be in his favor, and he will have pushbacks. Or probably, will he be able to cut them? And we've also seen from Nigerian antecedents that everything is just worth one very good deal. The National Assembly of over 28 members can shift to full membership to the incumbent party in a heartbeat. At least Imo State leads the way on that in terms of Nigerian politics. He will make his mistakes. But the most important thing is, will more mistakes be made about the prosperity of Osun people? 4 years will tell. Nobody knows it all. The future is fluid. But most importantly, our hope for the state of Osun is that it truly lives up to its billing and become the living spring of wealth and prosperity for its people. But hey, what do I know? Probably I'll say this once again. Like Mario Puzo says, he'll probably learn to keep his friends close and enemies closer.